Hello everybody, welcome to Blue Goose Garage. Been a little bit since I did a video just talking about a couple different things, and the reason I'm making this video is I wanted to show the van. We're in the van and it's doing good. My two alternators and two batteries, all that's working like I thought it would. The power inverter's working. That power inverter is really too small for much of anything, but it does run a drop light or a cell phone charger. It's not very big, but it works for that. And it was Danny's. I got it off of him, so even if I got a bigger inverter, I'd probably just leave it in here and it can stay in here as long as I have the van. All that's working good. As far as the hood goes, I've got a truck in the building that I'm having to work on right now, and we had to put the hood on the rock side, which means I'm not working on it. But I wanted to talk about that for a few minutes. Like I said in the very first video on that hood, there's no way of proving that hood came off of Dad's yellow 67, but a lot of things are pointing me in the direction that hood came off that car. For instance, it was originally a butternut hood, and it was repainted, and it had hood pins, and it flew up and hit the roof of somebody's car, and it's bent from where it flew up and hit somebody's roof. It's obviously bent the hood hinges that it was attached to at one point in time. The plates that hood hinges bolt to is bent in the bottom of that hood. There's no way to prove that came off that car, but to me, it's pretty possible. And that's really all I'm going off of. But I wanted to mention this. Anytime I do a lot of body work on something, if I go ahead and paint it, more than likely I've missed something, because I can't block sand to save my life. It's not anything to do with I can't block sand. I could guide coat and I could do that, but I'm not able to see things with my hands. I've never been able to. My hands are not sensitive enough to pick up little waves and stuff. They have to be obvious for me to notice it. What I end up having to do is do a soak coat, and usually that soak coat is the color of the car. Well, the paint was going to cost me about the same. I have enough Marina Blue to paint that hood, but I don't have enough Marina Blue to paint the hood twice. So, since I was going to have to buy some anyway, since that hood was originally a butternut hood, why not bring a small part of that car back to life? It's running okay. It's got quite a bit of crankcase pressure, like I've said, and it leaks oil everywhere because of it. That's something else I wanted to mention. This is not the engine I rebuilt. This is the engine Dad rebuilt 20 years ago and 500,000 miles later. So it smokes a little bit, but it doesn't, it runs pretty good for what it is. That's either the cam seal or the valve cover gasket, because it's running down. But it doesn't do any good to reseal it right now because it's going to leak somewhere. I'm just going to keep all the used oil I drain out everything else and put it in this car. It's got so much blow by I didn't show you, but it blew the hose back off of the air cleaner.